If you want to understand the highest form of love, stop looking at modern romance novels or Bollywood movies. You need to look at the sacred soil of Vrindavan. There is a huge misconception in today's world that Sri Krishna and Sriji never got married. People use this to justify incomplete love stories. But if you open the ancient scriptures, specifically the Garg Samhita Golok Khand, chapter 16, you will find a truth that changes everything. Deep in the dense forest of Vrindavan lies a place called Bhandarvan. According to the scriptures, long before the world knew them as separate, Lord Brahma himself descended to the specific spot under the ancient banyan tree. Brahmaji acted as the priest and officiated the Gandharv Vivaha of Sriji and Sri Krishna. So the logical question is, if they were married, why did they separate? The Brahma Vaivarta Puran explains that this separation was destined. It records a curse by Sri Rama, Krishna's close friend, who in a moment of heated divine play cursed Radharani to bear the pain of separation from Krishna for 100 years. But on a deeper level, this separation was a conscious choice to teach humanity the difference between calm, desire, and prem, divine love. When the time came for Krishna to choose between dharma and devotion, our Sriji did not stop him. In any ordinary relationship, separation kills the connection. But in the case of Sriji and Krishnaji, the separation actually intensified the union. This is what the Vaishnavacharyas called Vipralamba Bhav, the love in separation. Radharani knew that Krishna belonged to the world as a protector, but he belonged to her as a soulmate. She didn't need his physical presence to feel his existence. It is said in Raj Bhakti that when Krishna ji left for Mathura, he left his flute behind. Why? Because that flute was the call of the gopis, the breath of his love. He became the king of Dwarka, the politician, the warrior, but the simple cowherd boy who played the flute remained eternally in Vrindavan. The lesson for us is modern relationships fail because we are obsessed with possession. We think if you are with me, you love me. If you go away, you don't. But Sri Krishna and Radharani showed us that true love is not about holding hands. It is about holding souls. It is a state where two people are so deeply connected that physical distance becomes irrelevant. They didn't need to prove their marriage to society because their union was sanctioned by the Creator himself. So don't seek a love that is insecure about distance. Seek a love that is absolute in its devotion. Radhe Radhe.